So I think that as early as when you can, you should. Ganun. Kailangan ako
Interview.
umiiyak. Ano ba yan?
Ano yung mga advantages and disadvantages of working with your own mom?
The number one advantage is that the rapport is already there. So I think that those three films that we did prior to this kind of broke the ice in terms of being colleagues. Siyempre, there's a pressure factor where, I mean, having your parents proud of you for the job that you do is already a little bit of pressure. Siyempre, when I'm doing scenes with her, I get nervous not because I didn't memorize my lines or I wasn't ready for the scene. I'm nervous because I'm doing a scene with my mom, and she's been in the industry far longer than I have. So it's also the pressure is very nice and also stressful at the same time. But I always tried to concentrate on the nice part because she does inspire me.
See, that was the thing that I was looking for when I casted. Kaya ako naghahanap ng real life mother-daughter. Kasi I
Okay.
know it's gonna add to the tension of the scene. And I need that. Like, I need
And you
that.
found it?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Talaga?
No, tsaka may konting stuff si mom. Like, not even related to the scene or to work. Like, for example, ano ba yan? Nakalabas yung bra mo? Tago mo nga. Yung mga ganun.
Exactly. Yun, di ba?
Or yung parang,
so
oh my
natural.
God, your hair.
I
You have
don't
to fix
even
your
have to
hair.
direct.
Tsaka, no matter talaga how old you get, sobrang baby pa rin talaga ng treatment sa'yo ng nanay mo. Diba? Kahit kailan. Kahit gaano ka nakatanda. Pero
Sayang
nakakatuwa,
wala.
relationship namin ni mom talaga. Mas nag-flourish talaga siya in my adult life. Hindi kami ganito talaga before. Aloof ni Alice sa nanay niya. Ganyan na ganyan ako dati, pero in my younger years.
Describe mo naman the kind of woman Alice is. And also, discuss mo yung mga facets of her na you can relate to.
And she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. And I think that many people who have this type of personality or who are in their point in life where everything is just the way it is, everything is the way they planned. I think that certain experiences, like what happened to her when she finds out she is pregnant, kind of like really make you second guess it. And I can relate to Alice a lot in that sense, except that it happened to me when I was 18 years old. 17 pala. Even though I was just a teenager, at that point, my mindset was exactly the same. I was so sure of myself. I was so sure of everything that I wanted. Right before I found out I was pregnant, I was living in Thailand for a few months because I was doing modeling there. So, syempre, feeling ko ang independent ko na. Lahat ng dream ko sa lahat. Because that was my dream. I wanted to be a commercial model. I wanted to be a fly-in, and I was. I accomplished that at 17. And diba, every teenager always has that mindset where she feels like she knows that she knows what's up.
What do you want the audience to learn from your character? From Alice's experience?
There's no support quite like you can get from your mother. I know that sounds so cliche because that's exactly what the story is about, but that's what I personally learned from playing this character because I can relate to Alice in that sense where I shunned my mom's support in many endeavors that I had growing up. And naiiyak ako pero apart from that, syempre learn how to get out of a toxic relationship. If it's harder to get out of a toxic relationship, it's a lot harder to unlearn the survival instincts that you build through it. So I think that as early as when you can, you should. Ganun. Kailangan ako umiiyak. Ano ba yan?
Sige, pause muna si Max Direct Shine. Kasi sabi nila, di ba yung film daw is a reflection of your views being you're the director of it. Will I, as an audience, see this in your movie?
Like, the film is very personal. A lot of the things I actually witnessed. Kaya sometimes, as in, down to the dialogue, that's what happened. That's what was said. Of course, I'm not really Alice. Like, I mean, I've never been pregnant, so it's not that. So, it really it reflects my point of view in terms of what I went through, what my thought process as I got older. Yeah, I don't want it to be, kasi it talks about abortion, and I don't want it to be interpreted as like I'm gonna like say it now. I'm pro-abortion. But the film is not entirely just about abortion. It's part of it. Eh. So yeah, it will tackle everything. My point of view when it comes to politics, when it comes to women, comes to motherhood. I know it's a polarizing topic. Hindi naman siya, like, I try to make it as nuanced as possible. It's not, I, I want to say too that it's not an advocacy film. It's a film. There's a story. It's not, I don't want to make a propaganda film. Like, I made it a point na, to also show a lot of women characters. Like, the other bit players, yung doctor, yung counselor, they're always I wanted to show women looking out for women.
Sige. Si Max naman, Alice's decision on whether or not to continue her pregnancy, do you think it was justified in the film?
Yes. And I think that at the end of the day, and for a woman to be in the situation of Alice, I really feel and believe that the decision is solely for the woman to make and no one else. Because I agree with Shine, and I'm pro-abortion also. But in no way did I decide to play this part because I want other people to have the same views. We're just telling a story. And I hope that I did you proud, Shine. By being your Alice.
Teka lang, alam niyo ba pareho kayo ng views before you started the film?
We didn't really get to talk about it. We were talking about it when we were shooting na.
Yes, that was a
Max would
heart to
take me
heart.
on the side, ganyan, kwento dyan.
Yes.